Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. 3 weeks ago, the Breckenridge Music Festival came to a screeching halt when a member of the ensemble suffered a breakthrough case of COVID-19. Tamara Nitsuki-Park, CEO for Breck Music and Breck Create.
So we had, unfortunately, a cancellation of the final 3 days of our festival.
This week, Breck Create joins Live Nation, Dillon Theatre Company, Boulder Theatre, and more with a vaccine passport policy.
Starting September 15th with our resident company, Breck Film, we will be unfolding a proof of vaccination policy.
That means proof of vaccination or a recent negative test. By November, it is no vaccine, no entry for private and public events at Breck Create venues, the Riverwalk Center, Breckenridge Theatre, and Eclipse Theatre. She says it's the only way performing arts will survive.
It's not sustainable for indoor music and film and theater and art venues to operate at 10% of their capacity.
This decision came from the Breck Create board and was not imposed by the town or county. But what about backlash?
Our guests will have something to say either way. So erring on the side of public health in our indoor cultural venues can help our patrons feel more safe and help our organization continue to stay open.
On Facebook, reaction is mixed. Neil writes, "Thank you." And Barbara wants one step further, saying a negative test from everyone should be required all season. Audrey says, "Goodbye, Breck. It was nice knowing ya," with a hashtag about commie lockdowns. And Marty wonders why you must show a state-issued ID with your vaccine card. Nitsuki-Park.
Now, when you go to New York City, you're basically flashing your ID and your vaccination app or your card everywhere you go, and it's become a normal way of life, and we hope that can happen here too in our venues.
Again, starting September 15th, Breck Create entry is for people with a vaccine card or recent negative test. By November 1st, entry is vaccine only. Several other local venues, including Dillon Amphitheatre and 10 Mile Music Hall, have not announced similar programs. Dillon Theatre started mandating vaccines last month. A quarter-inch of rain up north last night put the hurt on the Black Mtn Fire outside of Kremling. Section Chief Jason Haug from this morning.
We received much-needed moisture overnight, and that was very well needed for the fire. We will be able to use that to our advantage and keep crews working, going direct as possible.
The fire has burned 416 acres since Sunday and is 0% contained. Several homes and ranches were evacuated. None have been destroyed. In sports, the Rockies open a home series with the Braves tonight at 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency. Today on the Warmup from iFurnish and Alpine Lumber.
I think he was maybe in a little bit of shock. I don't think he had his best race ever, but yeah, I think he was surprised to see me finish right behind him.
That was Summit freshman Josh Schreiber with a humble recollection of his 9th place finish at the first cross-country meet in Minturn. He finished just 2 seconds behind junior veteran Dom Ramikis, one of 3 guys he's been chasing all summer.
All 3 of the juniors on the team, Landon, Zach, and Dom, each of them kind of teaches me a different thing about running, pushing me, and trying to make me a better athlete.
Tomorrow, the Tigers race at Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado Springs, a bigger and more competitive race.
It's just going to take consistency from all our runners, and that goes for the whole season as well. If we can get consistent scores, that'll really help to get us up there in the top 5 maybe.
This has been The Warm-Up with your Summit High Tigers, brought to you every Thursday and Friday by Alpine Lumber in Silverthorne and iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling. Out on the field today, Summit High Boys Soccer is playing Steamboat Springs away. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.